And every time you hear it, you're like, I'm not gonna bump to this song. But then you start catching a vibe. I'm sorry, not sorry. Yeah. East Coast with the gang gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang gang, Lower with the gang gang gang. You know we don't play gang gang. East Coast with the gang gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang gang, Lower with the gang gang gang. You know we don't play gang gang. East Coast with the gang gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang gang, Lower with the gang gang gang. You know we don't play gang gang. East Coast with the gang gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang gang, Lower with the gang gang gang. You know. Yeah. Whoa. East Coast with that gang gang. You know we don't play games, whoa. Hop up on that wagon, oh please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry, we just stuck up in our ways. West Coast go ahead, stand up, put that glass and hands up. Gang, we famed up, got that change, we bagged up. Cool love, we stay manned up. Ahem like I'm wheezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy, drip so sick I'm queasy, whoa. East Coast with the gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang, Lower with the gang gang. You know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang, Lower with the gang gang. You know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang, Lower with the gang gang. You know we don't play gang. East Coast with the gang gang, West Coast with the gang gang, Lower with the gang gang. Yeah. Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Our time to shine. Wifey is fine, I'm doing fine. Glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future is black. Black like
Swole, Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
It's a papasolio, There's nothing like a papasolio, Testing, testicles, Welcome everyone to episode 1357 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What is going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and y'all hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swole. Back with another episode, Everest and K2 flexing on you. Obvi, what's going on? How we doing, fam? What's the good word? What's the good word? Oh, very nice. Jesse, what's up, Papa? Finally made a live cast since joining the fam. Bravo! Yay! Round of applause. Congratulations. Thanks for being here, Jesse. Welcome. A little grunts around the corner. Yeah. Got my gorilla grunting game strong as fuck. How we doing? Another day, another pump? I hear you, man. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Did a little upper body today. I hit a wall. I hit a wall in today's workout. We're actually going to talk about some training type stuff today because got a great story from Swole Fam. And it's a great topic because on the board, obviously, the card today is Train for You with a little smiley face. Look at the little smiley face. Train for You. And ironically, which is cool on purpose, number 4, what's pillar number 4? Who can tell me what pillar number 4 is? Huh? Who can tell me what pillar number 4 is? What is pillar number 4? The 7 pillars of Swolenormous. What's pillar number 4? Who's got it? Who's got it memorized? Who knows it? I know you know it. I'm waiting. Oh, no, that's not number 4. Kashina. No. Pillar number 4. Who's got it? Come on now. I know you got it. I'm waiting. No, it's not training. It's not training. It's recovery. That's right, Phil. Recovery. Optic trap. You got it. Recovery. We have community, nutrition, training, recovery, mobility, mindfulness, and consistency. Training's number 3. No, you guys are skipping. You go practice. Number 4, recovery. Training's number 3. So the number 4, reflects recovery because today's topic is about training and it's about recovery. It's about a couple different things. You know, when we go into the post, you'll get a little bit more context about it, but train for you. Train for you. And we could start with pillar number 3. We could start with pillar number 3 because training, pillar number 3 states that you should be choosing a program, or you should be training, you should be creating resistance. Your program, your training program, your overload should be specific to your needs. Now, a lot of people are training not for their needs. They're just exercising. A lot of people are just doing physical activity and think that physical activity is going to get them looking like a bodybuilder. So many people want abs, they want arms, they want shoulders, they want people want fucking everything. They want the size, the shape, the proportions. They want to be dry, they want to be lean, but they want to go running 5 miles a day, or they want to go to spin class 3 days a week, and they just want to go do CrossFit. And you think that just any kind of lifting is going to build a physique. Physique. The way you look it's not performance based. You know, when you're looking at performance and executing an activity, it doesn't necessarily mean you look a certain way doing it. Okay, there's a complete difference between building a bodybuilding style physique, and this is what most people want. Most people want to look better in pictures. They want to feel better in their clothes. Most people want bodybuilding. Most people want physique. However, a lot of people are training, like running around, jumping, doing all fucking crazy types of shit. And a lot of people just don't get what they want because that's not the type of training that really targets that. So that's from just a general standpoint. That's why I really address a lot of times, because most people don't really do what they should be doing to get the exact result they want. Either they're not training hard enough, they're not eating well enough. Those aspects and the other pillars are important. But just from the training aspect itself, a lot of people just don't do what they should be doing. They don't do the overload. They don't do the bodybuilding. They get bored. Oh, I want to mix it up. So they don't adapt. They're always doing something different, and their body doesn't really adapt chronically to any one particular methodology because it's not being exposed to anything consistently and progressively like a training program. All right. So this is just a general, a general, like one take, one comparison. So it's important to know what you want and actually be in a community. And again, it's important to be in a community because if you want something, if you're part of the Swole fam and you have a question, what do? You post it up in the group and then everyone jumps in on it and we fucking attack it, or you ask here and we talk about it. You have to put yourself out there. You have to understand that customizing and individualizing is fucking everything. Is everything. Customize your shit. Take a little interest in your health and your fitness. Take a little interest in your longevity. Don't just assume that you can just... Can you be defined by just something you write down on paper? Can you just be defined? Are you that simple? Is that it? You're just, do 3 sets of this and 4 sets of that. Is that you? Or do you have more things and more triggers and more, when I say trigger, more switches and more things that are going to get you results? Maybe you're the type of person that really has to fucking lock down the mental game. A lot of people, fucking beard hair, it's going up my nose, man. A lot of people the frustration's real. We need some more coffee in the house. Anyway, that being said, let's wrap that up. Let's get into the nips and the tits. But in other words, training 3 and 4, the reason why 3 and 4 are back to back is because training, we're talking about the resistance more, the programming, but then it pairs up really beautifully with pillar number 4, which is recovery. So training, and a lot of people worry about overtraining. Am I training hard enough? Should I be sore? Should I be more sore? How many times a week should I be training? And that's where we combine pillars 3 and 4. We combine 3 and 4, and you actually get your overload and you balance it out with your recovery. And it's simple. It's a simple concept. You need to be recovering enough for what you're doing for your training. And this is going to depend on your experience. It's going to depend on how often you can make it to the gym, what your goals are, and what you need in terms of frequency and volume based on your experience, your history, and your time availability. Okay? These are very fundamental things that people miss. A lot of people only can train maybe 3 days a week solidly. 3 days a week. but they're forcing themselves to try to squeeze out 4 or 5 or 6 day program following some bodybuilder. It's not ideal and they fail. They keep on falling off. They keep on hitting a wall. And that's a problem. Trying to force yourself to do something just because someone else got results with it. You got to scale things. You have to bring things back. You have to fit your needs in the moment and then progress over time. And everyone just wants, it's the product of getting excited, which is a great thing. You're excited about training. Hey, I'm going to start a new program. I'm going to get into it. But then you start off too high. You get too amped up and you're not really prepared for the long haul. You're not prepared with patience and proper planning. You just kind of dive in and then you kind of hit a wall. And, sometimes you can not be excited enough and not be prepared enough and just go and do jack shit. You can burn out, or you can just not get results because you're not trying hard enough, or you're not going often enough, or you're not overloading yourself. You didn't learn properly. So you can get overexcited, try to do too much, or you can not do enough. And most people fall in those two categories. They're not matching up what they need with what they're doing. So they don't know, they just jump in, they start doing random stuff, expecting amazing results. They put in half-assed effort, or people get really over-obsessed and over-scrutinized and then try to micromanage every last thing and then lose sight of the fundamentals. So we're seeing some stuff in the comments about getting sore. This is just one part of it, but it's when soreness is the goal, that's where people can easily not recover enough between sessions. Soreness is a component of proper training. It's not required, and certainly crippling soreness. Now, I've been crippled sore, so I know exactly what that feels like. But the more sore and the more overload, the more you're beating yourself up, the more recovery you're going to need. And of course, as a natural lifter, most of you are all natural, which is going to lead you to needing more recovery time. You're going to have to make sure that based on your volume, based on your overload, that you're recovering enough between sessions. And always trying to reach for that little extra bit of soreness. So for example, if you feel, let's say, kind of sore, that's going to become your normal. And then that's not going to feel like you got a great workout anymore. You're going to want to push a little harder. So you try to get really sore. And then you keep on pushing and pushing, and eventually something breaks. There's a point of diminishing returns where you're just doing so much, it's not worth it. You're overkilling, you're beating a dead horse, and you're doing so much damage that you're not recovering subsequent workouts. And then you start losing strength, you start feeling weak, maybe you start feeling sore longer. There are components of overtraining, but also you can call it overtraining, but we always discuss it as under recovering. You're doing too much and you're not giving yourself enough time to recover. If you focus on recovery, the other stuff will work itself out. Don't worry so much about training too hard. Focus on, am I recovering enough day to day and workout to workout, and then just push it gradually until you find that sweet spot. It doesn't take much to make progress in addition to what you're already doing. And of course, as you get more trained and as you go through your life more in your training protocols, it gets harder to build more natural gains because your body adapts and you just get more towards your natural limit or your performance limit, whatever that is. So, and then as you're getting older, these are all components and you have time. The way you train when you're 20 and the results you got when you're 20 years old, it's going to be different when you're 40. You're on a different type of arc. You're on a different type of trajectory for what training style you need. And then also what results you want. When you're 20, and this is the way I worked. I mean, I'm 36 now, but when I was 20, I wanted to fucking just destroy I wanted to get as big as I fucking could. Just lifting, big size, get big. Now I just don't want to get bigger. I've downsized some and I found like this comfortable balance where I can eat. I don't have to I'm not counting anything. I'm going by how I feel. I'm very rhythmic and very systematic. I'm training great. I'm focusing more on mobility. I feel good. My joints feel good. I have good energy. It's working out for me. And part of me is, I want to keep on growing, keep on lifting harder. For me right now, it's more frequency and less volume per workout. So I'm training more regularly. I want to go often almost every day, but do less and spread it out. Do more upper, lower body workouts, push, pull type thing. So that's where I am now. I used to beat the fuck up out of myself, but now my focuses have changed. You realize that recovery is everything. What's a huge a point of recovery? Someone just dropped that in the comments. Who said that? There you go, right here. One of the biggest, when I say recovery, we always think, okay, yoga or stretching. People, fucking sleep. Sleep. And I always say that's one of my challenges because I'm up at all hours. I'm getting better with it. And if I do get to sleep later, I usually sleep in more. I can customize my schedule most times, so I try to still get enough sleep, but regular sleep, substantial sleep. When you're sleeping more regularly, you don't need as much stimulant. You don't need to be jacking yourself up with caffeine all the time or pre-workouts. When you're sleeping more, you'll metabolize fat better. You'll have more energy in the gym. You'll recover better from your workouts. You'll get stronger. It's everything. It's legit everything. Sleep is so fucking important. Sleep is a massive part of your recovery. Massive. Not to mention, it's going to help with pillar number 2. It's going to help with pillar number 2 with nutrition. I made a couple videos the other day. When you're tired, your body craves glucose. Your body is fatigued. So when you're tired, your body thinks, I have low energy. I need to amp up. So your body is looking for sugar. You're going to have more cravings. And especially when you're thirsty, if you're tired and you're thirsty, so you're dehydrated and you're tired, you are going to be hungry as fuck because you're dehydrated. So your body's going to start sending hunger signals because you're not listening to the thirst mechanisms. So you're going to be hungry because of that. Your body's saying, just get something with moisture in. And if you're fatigued, your body's going to say, we need sugar. So you're just going to eat tons of fucking carbs and sugar and ice cream and shit late at night. Drink water, get some better sleep. You're not going to have those late night cravings. You're not going to have those late night cravings, especially when you're eating quality foods and you're exercising and you're getting in enough fats, and you're not going to have those cravings. You really won't. I don't. Or you start having some fruit. You have some fucking berries and you get some frozen berries and shit. They're great. You don't have to overdo it. You're just not going to have the same type of cravings once you get on a good schedule. Simple habits with nutrition. Get the junk food out of your fucking house. Don't even have it. Don't have it. There's no need for it in your house. No need for it in your fucking house. The fact that some of you have it in your house, get the fucking garbage, fake shit food out of your fucking house. Get it out. If you want to use that as your reason, oh, when I'm out, maybe I'll have a little, like a treat, we go and get dessert. Fine. Do whatever the fuck you want. But think about it. Get it out of your inner circle. Get that shit away from you. You don't need it. Get it the fuck out. Get it the fuck out. Oh, but I like my food. Oh, but I want to. Oh, but sometimes my cheat day. Come on, stop whining. You fucking don't need it in your house. No need to have it right by your side. What do you need? A quick draw? Get the fuck out of here. Train for you is what we're talking about today. And we're hammering a few extra things. We're hammering a few things. We're hammering a few things, a couple of the pillars. We talked about nutrition so far. If you're just joining us, we talked about training. We talked about recovering. Just spent $300 on steak. Ooh, I just had a ribeye earlier. Yum, yum, yum. What's your goal right now? How has your goal changed? Those of you that are watching live, drop in the comments. How has your goal for training, recovery, how has your goal changed now from when you started? When you started training? How long have you been training and how is your goal different? You can drop that. Those are going to be some good comments. Those are going to be some good comments. Those are going to be some good things that you drop below. That's going to be maybe a paragraph. So how long you've been training and how has your goals changed? Like, what are you trying to accomplish now that maybe you weren't trying to accomplish, whatever, maybe 5 years ago? What are you trying to accomplish now? It's just different. For me, it's different. And it's okay to change. It's good to change. I don't think that holding a ton of extra mass going into my years is going to be a good idea. I want to be more mobile. I just want to create that balance that I didn't get when I started training. That's why I push yoga and meditation so hard. It's because having that mobility is a priceless change. A priceless change. And mobility is pillar 5, but that still relays. You can see how pillar 5, mobility, goes into pillar 4 and pillar 3. It's a component. They're all components of each other. A lot of crossover. That's why the 7 pillars support. That's why they all create the foundation, because there's a lot of crossover. Mobility is a component of active recovery, and recovery is a component of your training. And of course, nutrition is a component of your training. It affects your training, and training affects your nutrition needs. So there's a lot of tie-in. It's just body and mind and tying those in together. And then, of course, having the perspective that you're not going to be training for the next 3 months. That's a huge problem when people start these challenges. Oh, I'm going to train for 90 days. I'm going to train for my wedding. I'm going to train for the vacation. You do that. And what do? You cut corners. You don't set long-term goals. You do things that are unrealistic and non-maintainable. You do diets that are just quick fixes, cutting carbs, flushing out a ton of water, giving you fake results. You go and have a couple margaritas on your cruise and the weight comes right back. And those habits, you just springboard back. It's not good for your body to springboard back and forth. And then it's very discouraging. You start this whole cycle over and over and over and over again. If you have the mindset that I'm training now for the rest of my life, you start approaching things differently. You just make different decisions because the results aren't the results tomorrow. Okay, that's a component of the next week and the next year. You're not making short-term decisions. You make better decisions. Jennifer Perez, I went from being morbidly obese half my life to being underweight and overworking, underfeeding my body, hoping to look a certain way. Fuck that. I am so grateful to have found this channel and the fam. Now I train for my health and sanity, and I have never felt better. Train for you. Awesome. Good for you, Jennifer. Kicking some serious ace. That's awesome. Will, no mobility work. Shit was whack. Vicky, I have trained for 2 years. At the beginning of my journey, I just wanted to lose weight, but now I value health and balance more. I now just do things that make my body comfortable. Good for you. Sweet Candy, my weight loss journey started in August of 18. My weight training started last June. My goal is being stronger and strength and health. Oh, good. It's always good to train for strength. How much strength you need, I think that's relative. Eric, when I trained in my 20s, it was for size only. Now it's more for looking and feeling good, being able to function. Been doing that for almost 4 years. Good stuff. Tibor, trying to accomplish what I haven't been doing over the past 15 years of my life. I have my goals, but being older means I need to be smart. Secret is inconsistency. That's one of the biggest things that I've done. And my changes was if you buy, that's kind of what I've always done. And what I've always been careful for. I wouldn't say I've been paranoid in the gym, but I've always erred on the side of caution. I've always been safe. So if I ever felt a tweak or I felt a little bit fatigued, like today, I cut my workout short because I hit a wall and I felt a little dizzy. I just felt a little bit off. And I couldn't tell if I had to poop, if I felt nauseous for some reason, or I just kind of felt a little, I was like, I just needed to eat. I don't know. Maybe I was a little dehydrated and didn't realize it. I don't know. I mean, I had a great workout to that point. Maybe I was just tired. Maybe I was just a little bit under recovered or something, or a little bit groggy. The weather's been really cold, like a cold shift. I've always been really sensitive to the weather. No excuse, but I've always been really, when the weather drops, I'm big on sunlight, which is why I live in Florida, but it's been cold and windy and rainy. So that's a sudden change. So I've kind of been a little bit, everyone is just a little bit stiff. You just feel really stiff. All of a sudden you go from hot to cold. You go from 85 to 40 in like a day. It's kind of shocking on the body. So maybe that has something to do with it, but I cut it short, but I didn't risk it. I was like, okay, this is where I push a little bit harder. Maybe I feel bad. Maybe I don't pay attention as much. Maybe I don't engage as much on the next set and I lose my concentration. Anytime there's any doubt or just maybe a chance of not having 100% focus, it's like, just don't do it. Like, just cut it off or wait a little bit. It's not worth having an error. It's not worth slipping. It's not worth pulling a muscle. It's just one set. Like, come back and get it tomorrow or in 2 days. I mean, I'll do upper body in a day. I'll do it on, what's it today, Thursday? I'll do it on Saturday. It's fine. And I'll feel better. Or I wait and I do it Sunday. I'll have another workout. But everyone's trying to get it all right now. You're trying to get your whole workout in right now. I got to get my gains today. You can get your gains over the course of years. You're going to have to. You don't have to do it all right now. People are just trying to get there faster. It doesn't always mean more today. It means get consistent as shit for a long time. But it's hard when you're living in like when I started bulking. When I started bulking was like early 2000, like 2001, 2002. So that was really early internet. Facebook came out a year or two after. So it was before all that. So you didn't have the super fast, you had fast shipping, but Amazon was just doing books and stuff then. You didn't have that super fast shipping. It wasn't, everything was immediate. Cell phones were just getting started. You had the Nokias and stuff like that, the StarTACs, but you didn't have all the apps and things. So you were still using AOL Instant Messenger and shit. You were still doing that kind of stuff. So it wasn't that instant gratification still. So you had more patience. I had more patience. It wasn't so much about getting things quick. Now it's just more quick. Everything's more quick, especially with information, social media. It's, oh, quick. I can get the information now. I can get it right now. I feel like it was a different. Do you all think that plays a role? I think it does. I think it plays a role more than what people realize. I think it plays a role more than what people give it credit for. I mean, I talk about it a lot. We always talk about it. I've made several, probably 30 or 40 videos. I mentioned you can't get your results Amazon Prime. I've had videos. I have IGTVs about Amazon Prime stuff on Instagram and YouTube. I talk about you can't get your fucking abs Amazon Prime. That's why your body is your resume, and you can't purchase results. So you can't go and say, hey, here's this money. Give me a whole physique. It's going to be fake, and you're going to tell it. You can tell it's fake. It's going to be what? Plastic surgery. But this is work. This is effort. This is a testament to all the work that I put in over the course of my life. So this is the result of what I've been doing. And I did it for myself. I didn't do it for anyone else. I did it for me. And now I'm sharing my experiences with all of you. But the tendency to, because we have everything so fast, because we have everything Amazon Prime, literally, because we have everything. I mean, I use Amazon Prime fucking like every fucking day. There's packages all the time coming. So because you want, and everyone wants things that are just, and used to it, you're used to things faster. You're so used to everything. You want to watch something? Go on Netflix, go on Amazon Prime and Prime Video and fucking order it. Watch it now. Any movie you want. If it's out, you can watch it. If it's in theaters, you pay a little bit more. You could watch it right now. You don't have to go anywhere. Okay. You don't even have to be excited. Oh, I can't wait till this movie comes out. Just go watch. You just watch it. You want something delivered? Oh, just push the button. Oh, I don't go to the supermarket. You don't have to. They'll bring it to you. They'll bring it to you. You want to buy those shoes? It'll come tomorrow. 1-day delivery, maybe same day. So because everything is so fast now, even decent results, and it's just everything just in comparison, because those types of things that we do every day are so streamlined and commoditized and so just automatic. Now, even the things that did come quickly, that's what she said, it seems like it takes disproportionately longer just because of how fast everything else is getting. So results and physical results never happen fast, never happen fast, never happen fast. Will take you at least a couple years. Let's say a year to have like, wow, I've been building some good muscle over the past year. Can you see great gains in a year? Fuck yeah, you can. You get newbie gains. You can make a ton of new gains depending on your genetics and your hard work and your effort. You can make tons of gains that first year. 2 years for sure. Like your first few years, 3-5 years, you're going to make fucking crazy gains if you work hard. I saw a lot of progress from, let's see, when I started in 2002 I saw tons of fucking progress my first 5 years. But you had a lot of that like, looked like soft muscle and like the shape wasn't there. It's just developing over time. My body's changed. My goals have changed. My desires have changed. My methods have changed. So I've evolved. But we used to wait for things. That's why it seems like it takes so long with like the Swole cards. Like I send them out every week or every few days. They take a while in the mail. It's priority mail. Like this fucking card, like it goes across the international, might take a week or two. It's like, it seems so much longer than it is because it's always been that way. Just everything's so fast. We send a text message. I'm streaming this live. What the fuck? It's like, it's like a television network. I'm here every fucking day. I'm Swolpra over here, motherfuckers. I'm Swolpra. Yeah. Yow. 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 Yeah. I'm blowing people's minds right now. Everyone's like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Yow. Anyway, goals change. Let's get into today's the Swole post because it's fucking awesome. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. If you live in Australia, you still wait. Anyway, hashtag today train for you. Did you all watch today's YouTube video? Today's YouTube video was about the anti-diet dietitians. We've talked about them before. Health at every size, intuitive eating. Did you guys like that video? I find it, if you haven't checked it out, if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. It's on the Swolenormous channel. Fucking tired of these bullshit posts and accounts that confuse health with social issues. God, it's so fucking frustrating. It's so frustrating. Fucking hell. Anti-diet dietitian. Yeah, I'm an bearded man. I'm an bearded man. Okay, I'm a Jewish anti-Jew or something or whatever. I'm a fitness. I don't even know. An anti-diet dietitian. Jesus Christ. Anti-diet dietitian. Anyway, that's the video. And it's not the first time I've seen it, but apparently this chick has a book called Anti-Diet. And I'm kind of anti-diet in the sense that I'm anti-diet that you shouldn't be fucking having. I think diet's a great word. I think diet's a great word. I think it's underrated. It has a definition. It's what you fucking eat habitually. I read the definition twice in the video. It's a habit, or a diet is what a human eats habitually. That's your fucking diet. If you have Burger King 3 times a week, every week, well, that's part of your diet. Burger King is part of your fucking diet. Okay? If you only eat foods that were available in the Paleolithic era, that's the paleo diet. If you cut out all animal products, that's a vegan diet. That's literally what, and we categorize that because if you're specifically cutting out all animal products, then it is a vegan diet by our definition. We have to define it. So, hey, what happens when someone does that? We'll call it a vegan diet. Okay. And of course, there's the belief system, and I'm not getting into verses. It's just rename it carnivore. When you only eat animal products, you are a carnivore. Animal products or just meat, right? That's what a diet is. So there's nothing wrong with diet. You're using that term, like if you say dieting and it's anti-weight loss, and if you're for weight loss, you're part of the patriarchy and you're a bad man, and Jesus Christ. One of her stories said that if you believe in weight loss, you're supporting the patriarchy or something. I took a screenshot. I didn't use that in this video because I had enough, and I was like, this video could be like 40 minutes. It's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid. Oh my God. It's just what I consume. People get all wrapped up in their bloody feelings. Fuck your feelings. Train for you. Ellen Josephine. What up? The Hammer. Look at our women. Is it just me or are the swole chicks? The swole hoes? We actually called them. I told you I would make shirts. I had it made. Swole sluts. The swole sluts. Just too many shirts. They're coming. So anyway, what I was going to say is, I don't know if I don't think it's just me, but the swole hoes are fucking fierce. Our ladies are like, our ladies hate that shit more than I do. Everyone's fucking, fuck those fucking fucks. Our women are savage. Savage. All right. This post from the Swole fam, Swores, Swole slut for life. Look at the swole hose. Yeah. I guess both. Swole sluts. That shirt was actually made. We did this. We talked about this literally probably a year ago. Swole sluts for the win. All right. I'll make it. Make a note. If you want it, gorillas. All right. Swole sluts it is. Okay. This one is from David. Oh, can you read that? Jesus Christ. My God. This one's from David. And he writes, from July of 2018 until December of 2019, I was going to the gym consistently, working hard, but not knowing at all what I was doing. I learned all the movements from YouTube, and I was probably 5 months in before I even heard the phrase training split. I was making it all up as I went along, just trying hard until I couldn't do it anymore. Then I take a week off and just do light cardio and then back at it. I made progress, but man, is that a relative term. For Christmas, I finally got the Swolenormous X Unlimited membership I'd been wanting all year. I was thinking the 90-day dash was going to kill me because that's been my experience with following programs in the past. And don't get me wrong, it's challenging, but with the yoga and mobility days that I was not doing before, overall, it's much less, let's say, quote, abusive than what I've been doing. So why do I bring this up? Fam, it's only been a few weeks. I am doing weights for full sets, plural, that I can only do for a handful of reps with before. And I don't feel like I'm broken every single day. Asking myself what the point of all this exercise is if I can't even get in and out of my car without wincing. I'm sure this is all common knowledge for everyone here, but following the guidance of someone like Papa who actually knows what he's doing compared to just beating yourself up in the gym every day, the difference is unbelievable. If you're debating on an unlimited membership, stop, just get it. Much love. And I want to say thank you, David, for the shout outs for Swolenormous X, but even more props for legitimately embodying what Pillar 3 lays out. So the seven pillars of Swolenormous, Pillar 3, training, literally states, train for you. Train specifically for you. What are your needs? And we talked about that a lot earlier before we went through this post. So the key part here is that he expected the program to kill him. And I don't know how many of you, whether you're doing the 90-day dash, how many of you joined Swolenormous X and thought the program was going to murder you? Like, you know what I'm talking about. And this is what David was referring to. He was getting beat to shit with his previous programs. And that's what most programs try to do. And most programs, and the problem with most programs online, is that they have to make you remember them. They have to make you, I guess, respect them through brutality. And that's what a lot of what CrossFit does. You've seen the CrossFit games, they get more savage and just belligerent every single year with just difficulty and ridiculous shit. A lot of group exercise gyms do this. A lot of people that do Instagram workout videos, plyometric type things, calisthenic type things. When you're trying to get a reaction, when you're trying to level up, when you're trying to always do more, when you're trying to sell a program, be like, oh, this is the brutalist program. This is brutalist. This is the most savage program. This. There's more to programming than just beating the fuck up out of someone. So that's what a lot of these gyms do or trainers do. You always hear people say, oh, my personal trainer is such a masochist. He's such a fucking sick person. Oh my God, he beats me up. It's not about beating someone up. It's about training them appropriately. And a lot of trainers, a lot of gyms, a lot of people just try to beat the other person up. Because if you feel beat up, it's, oh, I did a lot of work. Well, did you do the right work? Did you do too much work? Should you have done different work? Would you have gotten better results with different work? And personal trainers are expensive. They're very expensive, especially for a good one. And it's something, fitness is not something that you're going to do for a little bit. So if you start off with a personal trainer, then a lot of times it's hard for you to do it on your own because you didn't learn how to do it on your own. And depending on what your trainer teaches you and how they guide you, it can be hard, a relationship that might be hard to maintain for you long term. So you don't want to set up these pitfalls. You want to approach your fitness with the mentality that it's not going to be for the short term. You are setting a foundation and you don't have to destroy yourself. You don't have to destroy yourself to get results. And if you're training properly, you're not destroying yourself. You might be training. Look, don't get me wrong. You got to beat your fucking body up. If you want to build muscle, you're going to work hard and it's going to be fucking hard training. You're not going to do it by casually lifting. However, you're also complementing that with common sense and proper programming where you're overloading your body and you're working your ass off, but it's within your capacity, plus a little bit that's going to force your body to adapt. Progressive overload, not just hitting it with a sledgehammer, building it up and always kind of like having your body chase those adaptations and giving yourself ample time to recover between. Focusing on mobility, meditation, the other aspects of wellness, proper nutrition, hydration, sleep. If you're recovering enough, you can beat yourself up more. And beating yourself up, again, is relative. What does your body require? What can your body handle? And then you push it a little bit. And I'm just saying that as beat yourself up. I don't mean like, oh my God, you feel like you got into a car accident. Honestly, I think it's better to train more frequently with less volume, get more consistent with your training, do more things more often, and just don't do it for as long every day. And then you can build up from there. People try to jump into bodybuilding routines from the start. No, you get that frequency going, get that consistency, get that experience, get more reps in, more attempts, get more trips to the gym. So think about this, for example. All right. Let's think about a beginner. How many of you are beginners? How many of you have been lifting for less than a year? Maybe less than 6 months, less than a year. So if you've been training for less than a year, think about this. And for those of you that have more experience, here's a great concept and a reason why frequency is, in my opinion, more important in my experience when you first start than volume, doing it more often, doing like full body 3 or 4 days a week, or doing upper lower, 6 days a week and really light and just getting, first off, you get into the habit. You get into the habit of going to the gym more often. So you get in the habit of having your gym clothes or making the trip or going to your garage if you work out at home and making that, it's that schedule. So honestly, for a person that's just starting to work out, I think it's great to do 6 days a week, but you do upper, lower, upper, lower, upper, lower. You go really fucking light. You just get into the habit if that's possible. So you want to just get repetitions. You want to be doing things frequently. Even if you went to the gym and you did 3 sets and that was it, and you walked on the treadmill and went home for upper body. And then the next day you went in and did just three sets of one exercise, right? And then you walked on the treadmill and you went home. Something that you just went through you're just getting used to going and you're working on form. You're working on the basics. Because if you think about it, let's just say you did full body 4 days a week. Well, then you're doing, let's say squats, you're just working on squat form and you're learning how to move. You're getting more repetitions. You're getting more practice. You're practicing 4 times a week versus practicing twice a week with your leg exercise. You're getting more exposure. You're getting more attempts and more coats of paint. Even though it's not a ton of volume, you're just getting into the habit of making it part of your life. And that's one of the biggest things. It's those habitual changes. People don't realize how much it takes out of their schedule. It might be an hour and a half a day, right? It might be what if it's an hour a day? How often would you say you work out a day? Let's say you don't lift every single day. Let's say you don't lift an hour every day, but let's say you lift one day. Next day you do yoga. Then you're lifting, then you do yoga. You could do that 6 days a week. That's 6 hours a week. That's an hour every day. A lot of you don't have a lot of time. So it doesn't seem like a big deal. And then you jump into a program and, oh my God, I really have to change. It's not so much what you do in the program. It's actually planning your day around making that a priority. And that's a new thing. There's a lot of people underestimate how many habits have to change, how many habits have to be have to be broken, and how many habits have to be formed to add in training. In addition to nutrition, let's say meditation, you got mobility, like all these different things to just jump in and try to do it all at once. It's no surprise why people fail. It's no surprise why people have to fall off the wagon and have to restart. There's a lot of habits that are changing for people. You can't just flip that switch all the time. It can be it can be an undertaking. There's a lot of habits that you have to build. You're driving to a different place after work. So then you're getting home an hour later. So then you're cooking dinner or whatever an hour later. And then everything gets pushed back an hour later, but then you're still getting up at the same time. So you have to change your schedule. Maybe you make 2 meals or you meal prep in advance. So you're not making dinner every night. You see what I'm saying? It's just something that you have to work out. Everyone's different. So it's hard what if you have a program, you say, hey, do this. How many people is that going to be applicable for? Just 18-year-old boys? How do you make a program? How do you create something that can be for all levels of experience and all ages? You know what? And that's one of the reasons why I'm so flattered and I'm so fucking stoked about the Swole fam. Let's do this. To wrap up today, how old are you? Especially members of the Swole fam. How old are you? Just drop that in the comments. What's your age? No need to lie. How old are you? And just see the spread and see the split of the type of people, the type of person that this type of content encompasses. Need that water break though. I am parched, motherfucker. Need some chapstick. Whoa, no, all the comments just exploded. Let's see here. I'll read through. Think about the range of these ages, okay? I'm just going to read through them if I click on each one. Let's see. 44, 31, 35, 31, 32. It's a lot of 30s. 34 popping up. 34. No, it's not going to, you don't want to show up. There we go. 22, 42, 64, 30, 31, 26, 24. So far we have 24 to 64. Okay. 40, 33, 27, 58, 37, 39, 46, 40, 37, 38, 32, 25, 22. All right. So you're seeing like a range about 20, 22 years old up until 60, 65. So this is because if you're approaching fitness with this mindset, and if you are like to be able to have Swolenormous X that can deliver content for all those ages and levels of experience, male and female, that's what I always dreamed of doing. And that's what I always thought was possible. And one of the biggest gaps and the biggest empty holes or white spaces in the fitness industry, if you want to call it that, or just life, is that most things are just super targeted at one type of person, And when you make something super targeted and super specific, it still won't work for all that type of person. Like you're just trying to either brand something and just try to find something new. You're like, hey, we can create this product and call it this and do it for this niche market. Everyone's planting their flag. They're trying to brand something or rebrand something and name it something different. Or they're trying to plant their flag and be like, this is the way. We're going to be keto people. We're going to be fasting people. We're going to be vegan people or carnivore people. It just doesn't answer the questions. It doesn't address the issues. It doesn't address the real issues that we have in society. It doesn't really address the issues that we have in this world. It doesn't address all the issues. It doesn't address, like a lot of programs don't even address mobility, let alone addressing meditation, let alone addressing recovery and the importance. And really, it's not just about the content. It's like fucking yoga. Go to any yoga studio. Go to a yoga studio. There's yoga everywhere in the fucking world. Okay. It's not just about the physical aspects of it. It's how that's integrated into your life. It's not just going to a yoga class. It's not just, oh, I know what meditation is. I've tried it once. Like there's a lot of layers. And if you take it down to that source layer, we've always talked about, again, the 7 pillars of Swolenormous whittled down to the bare fucking essentials, the fundamental principle that you can always come back to and see if you're answering that question. See if you're delivering on that pillar. Are you delivering on community? Are you cutting out all the shit in your fucking life? Like really, all aspects. What are you watching? What are you listening to? Who are you spending time with? Are you fueling your body properly? Pillar number 2. Are you fueling? Are you paying attention? Are you shitting your brains out and not addressing the issue? And you know you have diarrhea every other fucking day. Are you curious as to why you have the shits? Are you curious as to why you're bloated? Are you curious as to why you have acne all over your face every time you have cheese? Like, are you curious? Do you want to feel better or do you just want to deal with it? And then pillar number 3, training. Like we talked about today, like we show with David's post, like we discussed, are you actually doing training that's going to lead you to your result? Are you training properly? Are you under recovering, which is number 4? Are you investing in your recovery? Are you doing yoga? Are you foam rolling? Are you taking time between sessions? Are you integrating that with pillar number 3 with your training properly? And then pillar number 5, which is mobility. Are you practicing your yoga, Pilates, stretching, whatever the fuck it is, including yoga? Are you moving like a human being? Are you squatting? Are you stretching? Are you twisting? Are you moving? Are you taking your movement for granted? Because you're going to fucking lose it. You will fucking lose your mobility. Goddamn straight you will. Anyone that's over 40, 50, 60, you're going to start moving differently if you don't take care of it. Okay? You're going to fucking lose it. I've trained way too many people that had no fucking mobility. Scares the fucking shit out of me. to the point where people ask me if you had to do one thing for the rest of your life, yoga or lifting weights, I'm really at a loss. I would probably say lifting weights because I would start lifting weights differently and keep mobility. I would do a lot of like stretching with the weights. I would say weights, but I would do tons of yoga because yoga, it's great, but I'll do yoga with weights. I'll figure out a way to get tons of mobility with the weights. I'll go really light and do mobility. I would cheat. With that, but it's fucking everything. And then mindfulness. God, people try to fix mental problems. People try to fix psychological issues with physical ones. So you're stressed out from work, right? You're stressed out because your relationship, someone gave you shit or you fucking got whatever. You got a bill that was too high. So what do? You're so fucking stressed out. You go to the gym, you go boxing, you go lift and you fucking, and you just lift and you fucking, you got that stress out. You didn't do jack shit. You didn't do anything. You exhausted yourself and fatigued yourself to the point where your brain was numb. It's not a bad thing that you went and worked out, but you're trying to solve a psychological reaction issue with physical exhaustion. And that might work temporarily, but when that wears off, you're still going to be allowing all these thoughts to fuck your skull, and you're not actually managing your insides. You're not curious enough. You're not expanding your awareness. And then that's going to pillar 6 affects 1, 2, 3, everything. It affects everything. You start paying attention more to your mental approach and your psychological health, and you start practicing meditation. You make your brain gains. A lot of you are loving the brain gains section. We got more coming this week. That's everything. That controls everything. So then you start addressing the issues in your head and you're training your body. Oh, that makes it so much easier. You know how much easier it is to train your body when your mind isn't fucking you over, when you're not getting, it's so much easier. It's so much better. It's so much better. And then 7, consistency. Pillar number 7, consistency. If you don't have consistency, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? You're doing it for a little bit, doing it for a couple days. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. That's nice. I remember my first beer. That's cute. You want results? Got to execute. Do it over and over again. We got a water break, fam. We got a water break coming up. Kitty. Come on, Kitty. Where's Kitty? We got water break coming. Water break. Kitty. 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 Where are you, Kitty? Kitty. You fucking. Are we ready? Fucking weird. All right, here we go. Oh, come on, Kitty. Papa Swole was like, you're screaming Kitty in my ear. We're ready for this. We're ready for this one. I don't see any water drops in the comments, so no water break yet. Okay. Again, just a reminder. And there we go. Train for you. Train for you with a little smiley face. There's a dog hair on it. Strange. Oh, there's Tess. Yeah, there's Tess. Hey, you cutie. Little Tessie. Hi, Tess. Right in the corner. All right, fam. Here we go. Water break in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Oh, there you go, Kitty. Good, Kitty. Good, Kitty. Yeah. Delicious. Oh, that was a good one. Oh, thank you, D2H. Well, ooh, thank you so much. Oh God, I'm gonna burp. I can honestly, almost have drank a beard hair. I honestly can't thank you enough, Papa Swole. You're seriously changing lives, and you've definitely helped me to change. Not trying to suck you off, LOL. Just really appreciative. You don't have to suck me. That was unnecessary, but I appreciate the clarification. But I will admit it didn't cross my mind that you were trying to suck my dick, but I appreciate the heads up. Don't worry. Don't worry. Water burp. A little bit. It's coming. I didn't chug that much. That was a little bit weak. Let me finish. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right, fam. Train for you, little scrolly McScroller son. You beaches. Give it away now. Give it away now. Give it away now. Yeah, what's going on? Hayden Anderson. Congratulations. Da 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 da. Yay!
Congratulations!
Fucking excessive. Holy shit. That was a little bit. You like that? Dun, dun, I won't do it again because I think I scared the fuck out of some of you. Congratulations. Everyone else got booed. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So Hayden, send us an email to support@swolenormous.com and drop in the subject Swole card 1357, and of course your shipping information, your mailing address, so we can send that out to you ASA to the Piz Nuts. So congratulations. The booze are there. All right. People throwing cards at me. Hey, easy. Stop throwing stuff at me. All right, hey now. I need to get like a little lever, so I'll hit the boo and then tomatoes will kind of fly back, but that'd be messy. That would get somewhere. Like tennis balls, just Hey. Yeah, the new sounds. You like that? Pretty good, right? Pretty good. Should we go through? I don't want to go through all of them. I have a couple new ones. I got some kitty. Got a little, getting a couple different options, playing around with some different things, a couple ideas. So, it's all good. What's today? Thursday. So tomorrow going to have a brand new drop for YouTube, like we normally do. Had 2 days after we had the Swole Enormous Procast, and then we had today's video. Tomorrow's video is also about nutrition, and she's at it again, and more evidence that we have such a huge fucking problem on our hands. Just go check the video out. It'll be posted, of course, in the morning, but you'll know as soon as it does. I'll share my story. Just make sure you're subscribed, hit the notification bell and everything on the Swole Enormous channel, and stay up to date on that. But new video tomorrow. Go check it out. Oh, burp's coming. Oh. Yow. I got my own yow. Yes. Oh, that's great to hear, James. Papa, I fucking love Swolga gravity. All right. Sudden death. What's your favorite part of Swole Enormous X right now? What's your favorite part? What's your favorite thing inside Swole right now? Just boom. The first thing you're like, ooh, I fucking love this. And it could be right in the moment. Like, what have you been really into lately? What are you fucking? This Swolecast is getting more lit. Damn straight. I'm ready to do, and I'll probably go do a poll. I want to know. We got some. Oh, I forgot. Holy shit, I forgot. Yo, huge. Oh, you. Diane, stop. Make me blush under my beard. Massive results. Jesus Christ. Massive release. And massive releases on Monday. So the next release, holy shit, is fucking fire. Yo. Big releases on Monday. Huge release on Monday. So some of the stuff that I've been working on this week, we had some restructuring going on, but the actual changes are going to occur on Monday. So massive releases. Brain Gains, Yoga, You. Oh, shucks. Yoga Community. Hell yeah. Yoga Studio, Community in the Kitchen, Program Vault in the Kitchen, Brain Gains, Swolga, Yoga Studio, Kitchen, Swolga, Papa, and the Swole fam. The elimination diet and not worrying about counting anything. Good for you. Swolga for hips. Nice. All this fucking rocks. SwoleCon, it will be. That'll be great. Fam, just getting started. I'm super stoked. So massive releases on Monday. We'll talk more about it, but of course we'll be here tomorrow anyway, Friday, for episode 1358 of the Most Muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gangcast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swole you. Ho, 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 ho. Out.